What's up, Saber fans? It's your boy Breeze back again. Today's installation is on a hilt that is probably one of the most difficult hilts to install. And if you guessed a Korbanth LS6 Gullwing, you would be correct. It's difficult because of the limited amount of space that you have in here and the amount of things that you need to fit in here in order to make the control box work. So this LS6 was sent in to me by Declan. Declan wanted it installed with a crystal focus 10, so a CFX soundboard. And that's what I went ahead and did for him. It's a beautiful hilt. It's a great weight to it. And it's called the Gullwing because it actually has a window that opens up to a crystal chamber. All right, so let's break down what's installed in here. So here we have a Shtok V4 NPXL lit PCB. I printed the lowest profile adapter holder in here. Generally with thin neck hilts with a shallow emitter, I always opt to go with a recessed blade, but this one has enough depth where you can get away with a really low profile pixel holder in there and it'll still function just fine. So coming down through the thin neck, there is a non-removable 18650 battery. It is a 2-button setup. So your power is going to be your top button here. Auxiliary is your bottom button here. Now, in the control box, there is a recharge port. So Declan, if you just remove the clamp card, you'll see the little recharge port right here. There is a kill key in there that I custom printed for the 1.3mm charger, which I will be sending home with the hilt so you can charge her up properly. And then it does have a crystal chamber with a brass chamber here with a real quartz crystal inside. It is installed with a CFX and a 20mm speaker. And I know the 20mm speaker is a small speaker, but with in terms of this hilt with the 20mm speaker, there's a really good sound resonance inside this hilt. So you'll hear that when I fire her up. So Declan, in order to access your soundboard, you're going to want to remove the pommel cap here. And you'll see the speaker here. So in order to access it, you're gonna wanna take your finger or a pair of tweezers like this. And you're gonna wanna come at it from right here and just push it up a little bit, just to bring it up and out of this little area. And then once you have it out a little bit, you can take your finger and grab the speaker. It should come right out. Here we go. And then inside here is the board access, okay? You have access to your USB right here and access to your SD card should you want to add Soundfonts or do anything with the configuration. This is how you would access your soundboard. And then once you're all done, just go ahead and push the speaker back in. It should just slide right in. And it's not super loose or anything, so it won't just fall out once you have it in there securely. And be careful not to push in the middle of the speaker, just the outside rim to make sure it's in there properly. And then you can put your pommel cap back on. All right, now let's go ahead and pull the kill key. So I have it programmed where you have the Luke's deleted cave scene from Return of the Jedi. That's where you get the blinky arrows. Definitely a challenge with a CFX because a CFX board only has 2 data pads. You have a LS1 and LS2 pad, so you have to do some customization there in terms of the graphics. in order to make this work properly. And then while it's in idle, you'll also notice the crystal will pulse green while in idle. And so the crystal and the blinkies here in the control box, whatever color you have your blade set to, it will mirror the blade and the effects of the blade as well. All right, let's go ahead and put this clamp card back in and let's fire her up. And like I said, top button is power, bottom button is auxiliary. Even with that 20mm speaker, it's pretty loud. There it goes, it's mirroring the color of the blade, which is green. Do have gesture controls, twist on, twist off. They only work with this threshold, so to twist on, it's going to be parallel or up, and you'll be able to twist it on. But it won't turn off if you try to twist it here. So the threshold to turn it off is parallel and down, and then it will turn off. So I'm not going to go over all of the CFX controls for you, Declan. I will be sending you the controls via email, so be on the lookout for that. Now, I did include all of the sound fonts you sent me on here. So they are all on here. Just real quick, in order to change sound fonts, you're gonna wanna hold the auxiliary button.
Sound bank selection.
And then you wanna click the button to go either forward or backwards.
Exit menu.
That's backwards. Auxiliary will take you forward.
Like my father before me. Kylo Ren.
Watch the window!
What is thy bidding, my master?
That lightsaber was Luke's.
At last we will have revenge.
I'm Qui-Gon Jinn.
Savage.
Let's do Savage. And I do have your UI menu navigation in Luke Skywalker's voice, courtesy of Brian Connor. He does awesome work with voice packs.
Sound bank selection. SD card USB system menu. Exit menu.
All right, let's go ahead and test this thing out with a blade. So Declan, in order to put a blade in her, you are going to want to unscrew the emitter cap. And what you are going to want to do is put the blade in. Well, let's make sure that the retention screw, which is right here, is loosened first. I will be sending you this hex key as well. Push it down, you should feel it bounce on the pins, push it down all the way, and then you can tighten the retention screw. And then once you have the blade on, you could do this before or after. You're gonna wanna take the emitter cap, put it over the blade, and then you screw it onto the emitter here. In order to change color, you're going to want to tap both these buttons at the same time to go into the spectrum menu.
Spectrum.
And then rotate your hilt. Settle on green since it's Luke's. And then you want to tap the power button to confirm. Go. Crystal. Let's change color. Let's take a look at the crystal. So you can see the crystal is changing color with the blade as well. All right, guys, that is it. This is a Korbanth LS6 Gullwing sent in to be installed with a Crystal Focus 10, a CFX soundboard by Declan. Declan, thank you so much for trusting me with your hilt. As much as it is a challenge, it is super fun to install. So thank you for trusting me with it. If you guys are looking for a custom lightsaber installation, a custom neopixel blade, a conversion of a Black Series or a master replica, hit me up, check me out, Breezy Saber Works on Facebook, Instagram. Check out my Etsy shop, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till next time, may the Force be with you. Peace.